There was a time when Jamie Fraser was just a boy, a wild, red-haired 14-year-old sent off to live with his uncle Dougal. Back then, the world felt simple. But now, years later, everything has changed. Because Outlander is heading into its final chapter, Season 8, and fans across the world are preparing to say goodbye to one of television's most unforgettable love stories. Jamie and Claire's saga is nearing its end. The battles, the losses, the miracles. Every thread that's kept them bound through centuries is finally leading to this moment. And if there was ever a time to reveal the long-buried mysteries this story has been hinting at since the beginning, it's now. This season isn't just another adventure, it's a reckoning, because all signs point toward the return of a storyline the show has avoided for years, one that could completely rewrite what we thought we knew about Fergus, Claire, and the very nature of time travel itself. Yes, you heard that right. Fergus and Marsali Fraser are officially coming back. Cesar Domboy and Lauren Lyle are stepping once again into the roles fans have been desperate to see return. It's a reunion we've been waiting seasons for, but their reappearance might mean more than just nostalgia. In Diana Gabaldon's books, Fergus's past hides one of the biggest twists in Outlander history. And if the show finally chooses to follow that thread, it could change everything. Because according to the novels, Fergus isn't just anyone. He's the secret son of Count Saint-Germain, the same villain from Season 2 who once tried to kill Claire. And his mother, Amélie Beauchamp, a name that should sound familiar, because it might connect Fergus directly to Claire's own bloodline. That would mean one of Jamie and Claire's adopted children is, in a sense, part of Claire herself. Let that sink in for a second. Fergus, tied to one of the show's greatest enemies and possibly bound by ancestry to the very woman who saved him. It's poetic, tragic, and mind-bending all at once. Now, this isn't some random book detail either. Gabaldon's spin-off novel The Space Between confirms that Count Saint-Germain is actually a time traveler. So if the show picks up this thread, it wouldn't just be about family secrets. It would dive deeper into the heart of Outlander's greatest mystery. Who can travel through time, and why? Up until now, the show's avoided touching that part of Fergus's story, maybe because the actors had stepped away for a while. But with both Domboy and Lyle returning in Season 8, all the puzzle pieces are back on the board. And if you think about how Season 7 introduced Percy Beauchamp, who, in the books, works for Saint-Germain, it's hard not to feel like the stage is being set for this reveal. It's like the show has been quietly planting seeds for years, waiting for the right moment to pull the trigger. And that moment is now. Season 7 already cracked open the door to deeper time travel lore. We saw hints of Faith Fraser's twist, the mysterious reappearance of Master Raymond, and Captain Richardson's shocking secret, that he's from the future. Each of these moments pulled the curtain back just a little further. So imagine Season 8 connecting those threads, revealing Fergus's parentage and tying together the destinies of every time traveler we've ever met. It would be the perfect full-circle moment before the final goodbye. But while the flagship series prepares to close its story, another corner of the Outlander universe is just beginning to burn brighter than ever. Outlander, Blood of My Blood. The prequel has been exploring the origins of Jamie and Claire's parents, Brian Fraser, Ellen Mackenzie, Henry Beauchamp, and Julia Morriston, showing us the generations that shaped the legends we already love. And after its latest episodes, things are getting heartbreakingly intense. Henry Beauchamp, Claire's father, has just been pushed to the edge. In one of the cruelest twists yet, Archbug pays a midwife to deceive him, convincing Henry that Julia and their baby both died in childbirth. Heartbroken, he's told they were buried in an unmarked grave. And with that one lie, his entire world collapses. Actor Jeremy Irvine, who plays Henry, has described his approach to these scenes as a descent into madness. He even added small touches, like a haunting laugh through his grief, to show how close Henry comes to breaking completely. It's tragic, it's raw, and it gives the prequel the same emotional punch that made Outlander unforgettable in the first place. Showrunner Matthew B. Roberts has explained that Henry and Julia's stories are about captivity, not physical but emotional. Both are trapped by the circumstances of their time. Henry is bound to the service of the Grants, while Julia is weighed down by the crushing expectations of motherhood and society. They're prisoners in their own lives, clawing for freedom and for each other. Fans already know they're destined to reunite. But how, and at what cost, remains the haunting question. And just when you think you know where it's headed, Blood of My Blood adds a twist worthy of the main series. Henry and Julia are revealed to be time travelers themselves. That revelation doesn't just deepen their love story, it changes everything we thought we knew about Claire's origins. The prequel even rewrites the long-held belief that Claire's parents died in a car crash, opening a whole new mystery around their fate. It's a bold move, one that ties the spin-off directly to the time travel mythos of the main show. Episode 7 took the tension even higher. Julia survives childbirth and finds an unlikely friendship in Dina, a bond built on laughter and shared pain. Meanwhile, Lord Lovat continues his manipulations, using Julia's baby as a political pawn, forging records, and bribing a reverend to pass the child off as his heir. But Julia, clever and unyielding, pushes back. She names her child William Henry Beauchamp, not Simon Fraser, reclaiming her power in the smallest, most meaningful way. And that name, William, has sent fans spiraling into theories. Could this baby be connected to the later William tied to Brian and Ellen Fraser's story? It's the kind of cyclical storytelling Outlander thrives on, where past and future twist together until they're inseparable. At the same time, the world around them grows more dangerous. The Jacobite rebellion looms, families fracture, and Ellen finds herself caught in the storm, torn between loyalty, love, and scandal. By the end of Episode 7, everything is boiling over. Secrets spill, betrayals unfold, and every character is pushed to the edge of what they can endure. And as all of this chaos unfolds, Henry, broken and believing Julia dead, makes one last, desperate move. He seeks out the stones of Cray na Dun, hoping to escape through time. But betrayal finds him again when Sema, the woman who loves him, hands him over to Archbug. Instead of freedom, he's imprisoned once more. Yet, in true Outlander fashion, that tragedy becomes the very thread of hope. Because Julia soon discovers letters proving Henry is still alive, and with new determination, she sets out to find him. Both Outlander and Blood of My Blood are dancing around the same themes: how love, grief, and destiny collide when time itself becomes part of the equation. Season 8 looks ready to reveal Fergus's origins, a twist that could tie generations together, while Blood of My Blood shows us how those roots began, long before Claire ever stepped through the stones. It's two sides of the same coin, the ending of one love story and the beginning of another that made it all possible. So, if Outlander is truly ending, this is the moment to go out with meaning, to connect every thread, to reveal every secret, to give fans the closure they've waited for. Because with Blood of My Blood expanding the world and Season 8 tying it all together, this universe has never felt more alive. And if the show finally delivers that long-awaited Fergus twist, it won't just end an era, it'll complete the circle. Thanks so much for watching. If you loved this breakdown and can't wait for what's next, make sure to like the video, share it with your fellow Outlander fans, and hit subscribe to stay updated. Because this final chapter is going to be one for the ages.